Hey guys, it's Sydney again. I wanted to bring you back today to talk about dinner or a lunch option. I know that it's difficult to cook the same thing all the time. And of course, just kind of spice it up a little bit. Maybe you want a fancier meal versus some chicken nuggets every night. So, I'm making Atlantic salmon and rice tonight for dinner. It's easy, it takes about 15-20 minutes tops. So I bought my salmon fillet just at United at Market Street. That's where I like to get our fish from. It's fresh, nice, and it tastes great. So we're just gonna get started. I have a nonstick pan right here, but of course I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it. And I just have Pam. So just spraying the pan, getting the pan greased. I've got the fish over here. It's a nice fillet. I'll show you what it looks like. This is a pound of salmon right here. Garrett and I'll eat probably a quarter of a pound and he'll probably eat the rest, honestly. So I just cook it for both of us. So just gonna slap that on the plate right there. Rinse my hands off. For seasoning, I found that just kind of what you like. I have a bunch of stuff. I use sage and ginkgo leaves as part of my seasoning, but I also use Lowry's. Sometimes I use paprika. I will use dill weed. And then I'll also use garlic and herb for tonight's meal. I like to rub my salmon in olive oil, so I do a little bit of this. And I just take a dish, guys. Instead of getting my hands so dirty, a trick my dad taught me, take like a small dish, pour a little bit of oil in there, just as much as you think like will cover the salmon. And you can do this with anything. I do it with steak, burgers, chicken, you name it. That's how I season. And I just kind of go with the flow. I just pour a little in, seasoning wise, and just go from there. So I've got ginkgo leaves. This is sage. Again, whatever makes you happy. Like, this is what we like right now, so this is what I've been seasoning with, but you can season with whatever, whatever makes your heart happy. Food is love. I get that. Salmon is very, very healthy. It's a healthy option. It's healthy in fats and in protein. This has about 40 grams of protein. Per 400 grams, I think. So I'm not quite sure how many grams are in a pound, but there's quite a bit of protein in this, and as well as fats, which are good for you. It's not bad to have fat in your diet. The rice is where you're going to get your carbs from. And also, that's not a bad thing either. A lot of people like to shy away from carbs, but the truth of the matter is that your brain loves to feed off carbs. That's what gives your brain energy. So, if you keep your carbs under about 50 carbs per day, you're doing pretty good. When I was doing my diet, trying to hit like under 1,400 calories a day, trying to keep your carbs under 50 is pretty good. But, just for normal weight loss, just do something that's best for you. Something that's best that you can actually do, a diet that you can maintain. So I'm going to grab some butter. I like to rub my salmon in butter first. I usually have Imperial, but since like the world ended, I have this, I can't believe it's not butter. I don't know. It's just easy. So I'm just going to take a scoop of butter out, of course, and just lay that on the salmon. And I know you can't see me. Hopefully I can move this camera here. And I'm just going to rub the butter onto the salmon. It's very, very easy. So let me see if I can move this right here. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to actually like rub this into the fillet. Easy enough. And then just rub all over. Again, just whatever. If you don't like butter, you don't have to put butter on it. This is just what I like to do. And then, of course, I also love to do the same thing with shrimp. Just leave some shrimp in the tray as well. Just whatever your cooking style is. Just something different for you to do if you've, been wanting to cook a little bit different or do something a little bit better. All the excess that's on your hands, I just like to kind of rub onto the salmon or leave it on top like in a clump. But just to leave the butter on there, it makes it juicier in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna rinse off, and then we're gonna put seasoning on. Okay, so right here, I just have my dish of seasoning. I'm also gonna add some minced garlic. I also like that as well. That's something I didn't add earlier, and I'll show you this so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so spoon, just mixing this all together here. I just like to smell. I think if it smells good, it's probably gonna taste pretty good for me. I think it smells awesome. I'm also gonna add salt and pepper when I put this rub on. So this is what it looks like, guys. This is just, I know it's sliding around because it's olive oil, but okay, just all these herbs. I like herbs. That's what I like to put on our salmon. So yeah, I'm just gonna take, a spoonful. I'll move the camera back over this way. So I'm just gonna take a spoonful and I'm just gonna put it on the salmon and I'm just gonna rub it in the same way. Just spread it out nice and evenly. Then just make sure you hit all the spots. I like to do all the way around as well as on the sides of the salmon, so it's well seasoned. And then I'll add some salt and pepper. For those of you who have to watch your salt intake, just be careful. Add whatever salt or pepper you need to in moderation. All right, you're gonna preheat the oven to 410 degrees. Or 425, excuse me, 425. So put the oven on 425. Okay, and I'm gonna use the rest of the seasoning on the salmon here. We love seasoning. If you're dieting, seasoning is key. I don't love chicken, but a good seasoned chicken I can endure. So, if salmon isn't something you love, but that's what you have at the house, or that's what is available to you, seasoning is key. I totally understand. So, done with the seasoning, done with the salmon. I'm just gonna wait for the oven to preheat. If you don't want to wait for it to preheat, just throw it in the oven. When it is preheated and ready to go, it only takes about 15 minutes maybe, so very, very easy. I'm also gonna do rice. So I've got just normal rice here at the house, white rice. I also like jasmine rice. You can do anything, whatever makes your heart happy. So I'm not good at cooking rice. I've tried, my mother has taught me. I feel like I failed my mother, but I do have a rice cooker. I bought this for 10 bucks at Walmart. It's key, guys. It really is. It's Aroma rice cooker. Simple. 2 levers, add water, add rice. So I'm going to show you how to use this if you've never used one before. Very, very simple. So it comes usually with a scoop in it when you buy the rice cooker. So let me grab the rice. And I just have, generic brand rice. So a cup of rice is going to be quite a bit of servings, but again, Garrett will eat. He eats. So, I just cook it for him. I'm going to do a cup of rice. All right, add a little bit more in there. And you can also grease this pan as well. I just usually don't have as many issues here. So just add the rice, and then inside this actual bowl that comes out of the rice cooker, there is a measure on here that tells you how much water to fill when you add this many cups. Okay, so since I've added 1 cup, I'm gonna add 0.2, so 200 milliliters, I guess, of water, and I just have a water dispenser behind me. Okay, and I'm just gonna set that pot into the rice cooker. I'm gonna use the same spoon that I used for my seasoning and just stir the rice around. so I don't have to dirty as many dishes. And then, guys, that's it. You're just gonna plug it in. Okay. I'm gonna plug this bad boy in, put the lid on, and turn it to cook. And that'll take, I don't even know, maybe 10 minutes tops. It's very, very quick. This is a very quick meal for you to do. Easy peasy. We want it to be easier, not harder on life. Make meals that are easy. If you want to take the time to cook, I understand. But, you know, Garrett's busy. He's hungry when he gets home, which he's fixing to be home, and I'm hungry. So just something easy to whip up. My oven is preheated, so I'm just going to open the oven. Throw this bad boy in here. I don't cover it. If you want to, you sure can. Okay, and then place in the oven. All right, and you're good to go, guys. Have a great meal. I hope this was helpful, as well as, you know, entertaining for you to do at home if you're feeling like, you know, you can't have another bowl of ramen again. So bye, guys. I hope you have a wonderful dinner or a wonderful meal. I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.